Hello! It's been a little while, maybe about a month since I did a review. But I'm going to do another one today of a band I haven't reviewed yet on this channel. But I'm going to correct that because at the minute, these are my favourite lot in the world. My favourite band in the world at the minute is this lot, Blossoms. And this is their new album, Foolish Living Spaces. This one's signed, by the way. Just thought I'd put that out there. Yeah, this artwork was all shot in New York. So, Blossoms from Stockport. They're a funny band, Blossoms, because it seems to be up here in the north, they're very well known. But down south, they're not particularly well known. You know, obviously I don't live in the south, so I can't really comment on how well known they are down there. But it does seem to be the case that they're not as well known in the south of England as they are up here in the north. But maybe that's my imagination. They may be really famous in the south. If you live in the south of England, do let me know if I'm talking bollocks here. Anyway, so the previous two albums, their self-titled one, Blossoms, and Cool Like You, were sort of a similar sort of style, quite synth-heavy, particularly Cool Like You. So this one is a departure from that. And yeah, now, I must say, when this album was announced, I was excited because I'm a big Blossoms fan. And I knew it'd be a good album based on the other two, but I was not prepared for how good an album this is. I'm going to put my neck on the line here and say this is going to be the best album of the year. This time next year, when I'm asked what my album of the year is for 2020, I will more than likely say this album, unless something else is announced between now and then, completely out the blue, that I wasn't, expecting. Then I can't see anything else topping this. That is how good an album this is. And I'm going to say now, if you haven't heard Blossoms before, or you haven't heard this album, seriously, give it a listen. It is a brilliant album. And it's currently #1 at the time of recording this. It probably won't be this time tomorrow. It's Thursday at the minute. Charts get announced on Friday. And it was #1 last Friday, beating some fella out of One Direction. Don't know which one of them. But the one who thinks he's a Gallagher, that one. Yeah, says me. So, yeah, #1 album, which their first album got to #1 as well, but Cool Like You only got to #4. Anyway, on Tuesday night, like I said, it's Thursday at the time of recording this, on Tuesday night I was in Stockport, where I seen them live at the Stockport Plaza, and they did this album full, in its entirety, in chronological order, which was nice. It was really good to see the full thing done live, because up until now they haven't done many gigs before since this album's come out, but they've done about 6 or 7 tracks off the album, so the fact I've seen all 10 live is good. But yeah, they were very good live band. If you haven't seen Blossoms, again, go see them. It seems to be they're one of these bands, when it's their own show, they're really good, but when they're on festivals, they don't seem as good. It's maybe my imagination, but that's just my opinion, funnily enough. There was something else I wanted to say, and my mind has gone blank. I'm good at this. What was I going to say about this album? Nope, it's gone, so I'll just go into the track-by-track review instead. That was what it was going to be, actually. There's 10 tracks on this album. It's only about 35 minutes long, which these days is quite short for an album. You know, I think albums these days, they tend to average, 45, 50 minutes would be classed as a short album. So the fact that this one's 35 minutes-ish, might be more, might be less, it's somewhere around that mark. You know, it's quite unique. Whereas back in the 60s, this would just be a standard running length. And it's good. I like albums that are this length. They don't go on. You know, every song is a good length on this album. There's none that drag on, you know. This is my opinion again. Maybe some people like songs that drag on. I'm not against long songs. I just don't like ones that are long unnecessarily. So yeah. Anyway, track by track review. If you think this is real life, opening track. You know, Blossoms, they've never had a bad opening track. First two albums, both opening tracks, Chalamet and Reason Why Never Returns Your Calls. Both brilliant songs. This one keeps up that tradition. Fuck what the therapist said, it's just something he read. It's really catchy, really good chorus, really good verse. Yeah, they opened in Stockport. They opened with this song, and I think at the other gigs they've been opening with Your Girlfriend, but I think this is the better opening track. It's a really nice song to open with. It's a really good album opener, really good song. Speaking of Your Girlfriend, that's the next track. That was the lead single off this album. It came out last June, I think. It was just before they played Edgeley Park, the stadium in Stockport. It was just before that when it came out. Because I think I seen them, was it the week before that in Dublin? They were supporting Noel Gallagher. And Your Girlfriend wasn't out at that point. I think we knew it was coming, but it wasn't released by that point. So, yeah. This song, it's a brilliant song. Slide guitar, it's a rare thing used these days, a slide guitar. But, yeah, Your Girlfriend, really catchy song. It's probably my favourite from, you know, this song came out 2019, so if I had to pick my favourite song from 2019, I would probably pick Your Girlfriend. Will it be Your Girlfriend or Black Star Dancing by Noel Gallagher? I say this probably edges it, actually. And it's a really good bass line as well. Just a really catchy song. Keeper comes next. Kind of like a piano sort of ballad thing for choir. It's an all-out love song, really, this one. You know, Girl, You Are the Keeper. I've been getting played on the radio quite a bit recently. It was the second single off the album. Good song. Really good song. Yeah, I believe it was the last song that was recorded for the album. Tom Ogden wrote it in his new house's front room or back room or something at the piano. But yeah, again, a really good song live with a choir. Yeah, what's to say? Good song. My Swimming Brain comes next. This was the first song that was recorded for the album, and the first one written. I believe this one dates back to before Cool Like You came out. I think January 2018 was when he said this was written. Again, it's a really catchy song. It's a really good one. Yeah, My Swimming Brain, to be honest, it's contender for the best on the album. Yeah, really good song. After that is Sunday Was a Friend of Mine. Again, it's a really good song. There ain't a lot to say about it, it's just a really good song. Again, it's sort of like a love song-ish. Sunday Was a Friend of Mine. I believe Tom Ogden has said it's about, you know, when you have a girlfriend, it tends to be on a Sunday that you spend time with them. But this is sort of after it's all come to an end and then you're on your own on a Sunday. And it's like, oh, what do I do with a Sunday now? Hence the name Sunday Was a Friend of Mine. Yeah, but it's a good tune. Alright, side 2 opens up with Oh No, I Think I'm in Love. Really good song live, this one. The crowd sings along on the chorus. Yeah, it's just a great tune. A really good one. And yeah, again, another strong contender. Best on the album. After that, Romance A is how you pronounce it. When I first seen it, I thought it was Romance E, which I think is better. Would have been better. But no, I believe Tom Ogden said Romance A is how it's pronounced up north. I am a northerner. I read this as Romance E. Romance A would be Romance EY, but this is Romance EH. But anyway, it's maybe a Stockport thing. I don't know. I'm not from Stockport. But anyway, the song itself, really good. There's a pattern developing here. Yeah, really good tune. Really catchy. Romance A. Just, you know, good chorus. My Vacant Days comes next. This one, when I seen it live, Tom was just on his own on an acoustic guitar. I believe this is about, he wrote this sort of about when they're not on tour. So they're off tour, but they're not recording anything, so it's just a day where he's not doing anything. And, you know, call your mother, talk about the weather. It's a great tune again, really nice one. Right, after that, Falling for Someone. So, if I'd done this a week ago, I'd have probably said this was my least favourite on the album. But, on Tuesday night that changed. This song is made to be done live. It is brilliant. It really is. Especially the chorus, the oh bit, the oh. Falling for someone, that bit. I always hate singing. I can't sing. I wish I could sing, but I can't. It's really good live, that bit of the chorus. And yeah, again, it's just a good crowd sing-along song. And the song itself, really good. Probably the closest sort of thing to a traditional Blossoms song. Yeah, good tune. And then after that is the closing track, Like Gravity, which you could also call the title track because it has the name Foolish Loving Spaces in it. So this is undoubtedly the longest song on the album. It's about 5-6 minutes because of the outro. It's a bit psychedelic, this actually. Again, it's got the choir on it in the background. It's a brilliant song. It's a brilliant closing track. Yeah, there ain't a lot to say, to be honest. It's just a really good song. So overall, this album, all 10 tracks are brilliant, to be honest with you. There isn't a bad track on here. There's no filler, which is a rare thing. It's a rare thing these days, this sort of album. You know, and I can't sit here, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say every single song is the greatest piece of music ever recorded. They're just all, because they're not, but they're all really, really good songs. You know, none of them are going to set the world on fire or change the course of the music industry, but it's, you know, it's good. It's a really good album, nonetheless. It's really good at doing what it does, which is just, you know, rock, roll, pop. It's good. Yeah, so if you haven't heard it, check it out. I'm going to review Blossom's other 2 albums as well at some point soon, hopefully. But then soon with me could be anything from tomorrow to 2 years' time. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheerio.